So this isn't something I was expecting to have to do at any point. This is going to be probably a bit of a rambly video. I do apologise for that. I haven't written anything down, but I felt I had to put something on YouTube about what's happened. Basically, this past Thursday, the 17th February, my fiance, my girlfriend Sophia, both passed away quite suddenly. It's been obviously quite a shocking time for me. It was all very, very sudden. So that's obviously, if you follow me on social media, you probably know that. Me and Sophie were together for a good few years, about 4.5, I guess. And, we had quite a lot in common. We had, obviously interest in computers and gaming in common, of course, but also, things like music, movies, television, all the good stuff. And she was always very forthright and very, aggressive sometimes with her opinions, and that was kind of one of the things I really, liked about her an awful lot. And, you've probably followed some of our journeys on our second channel, Kim and Sophia, where we did a bunch of vlogs. And obviously she also kind of became part of the streams as well that I do on Twitch, often, coming up. We never actually agreed. It's like, oh, you're going to be on stream tonight or anything. It would always be like, I'd always start the stream, say my hellos to the people in the chat, and then, 2 minutes later the Skype ringing starts, and there's Soph usually with a few choice words for someone in the chat. Jokey words, mind you, always jokey. Always good about it. I always think she really enjoyed being on the streams because, as some of you might know, she was a bit of a political animal. That's how she always described herself, a political animal, very forthright in those opinions. I always used to say that, oh, she does the politics for me. So kind of going on my streams and doing stuff with me was, I suppose, a way to not do something related to politics and so forth, which she'd been involved in for a fair bit of her time on the internet. What you're seeing here, the footage that I've kind of illustrated this video with, is from our kind of last trip that we took, the last time I saw her in the flesh, which was this past November. Was it November or December? When we went to Cambridge. We went to Cambridge because Sophie really wanted to see the Museum of Computing History, which is a place I've featured on this channel a couple of times. And again, that was another place where she was in her element. There's other things you can see where she's, very much in her element more than I am. I mean, certainly the vlog that we did from Comic-Con, the one where I said, oh, look, there's Sophie hugging the Doctor Who box and that sort of thing. But yeah, it was always fun to have good times. Unfortunately, this never got released at the time because half the audio on it ended up getting messed up by my mobile phone quite severely, to the point where totally unsalvageable. So that's why you're only kind of seeing it in video form. Most of it's just garbled a mess. But yeah, obviously I'm still, as you can probably tell, I'm in quite a lot of shock about it all. I have had a lot of very positive messages, a lot of very positive notes of support, not just from friends, but from a lot of people online, and I can't tell you how much that has helped. I read everything, and, it makes me feel like not necessarily alone in this quite dark time, obviously. So, many thanks for that. Again, I mean, I've said that a few times online, but I can't possibly thank people enough for that. Yeah, obviously things are going to be maybe a bit sporadic over the next while. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously everyone processes grief in different ways. kind of one of my ways, I suppose, of processing grief, whether that's healthy or not, is to try and relax as much as I can and try to distract, I suppose, a lot as I can. In times of trouble, I do tend to try and get on, but in this instance, I'm going to have to see how it goes with that. I mean, when me and Soph met for the first time, I mean, she just emailed me one day. She emailed me, 2017, early 2017, I think. And gradually we started talking. I mean, at first it was, big fan videos sort of thing. Gradually we started talking more and more, obviously had things in common. When I first met her, like in the flesh first time, I was in not a very good place then, and she helped pull me out of that in many ways and helped me kind of get back right in my head. I think it was a time when I was still kind of getting used to the whole, full-time on YouTube thing, and the loneliness of the long-distance runner, I suppose you can call it, the loneliness of the job, that can be a thing, and, still getting that in myself. And she really helped me with that. And obviously, in the time that we were together, we had a good lot of fun. We had a good lot of fun on our trips out. I mean, it was hard at times because, there was distance between us, physical distance, that is. So that could always be a bit of a problem. I mean, we were going to see each other this Monday just gone for Valentine's, but because she was not feeling well, that was something that had to be cancelled, which is obviously a pretty horrible thing now. And obviously, these events, it puts you in a tough place as you process your grief. But I know I'll always have a good part of Sophia on the inside, and wherever adventures take me, that'll always be there. And for all our squabbles and swearing at each other on stream and that, always in a jokey way, but we were kind of as one of my moderators, Matt, always said, the Georgian Mildred of Twitch. And the amount of times we used to bloody bicker at each other over some silly little minutiae of British culture, probably a lot of the time, and F this and C that. There were no filters there, that's for sure. I lost my train of thought, which is very appropriate. Soph would probably have a good laugh at me just completely losing my train of thought and getting distracted there. Anyway, there'll always be a part of Soph that's inside me, and I will miss her. I will miss her terribly, but she'll always be there. And I think at this time, that's probably all I need to say, or all I kind of have, I suppose. Obviously, at this moment, video content and that might be sporadic, but the next time that you do see me, whether it is on Twitch or on YouTube or on wherever, things will be kicking back into the old, the things that this channel creates, the bread and butter of it all. Because, that's Sophie certainly wouldn't want me to stop, ever. So thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for listening. And goodbye. Take care. Bye for now.